Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life, A Slice of Life. Your turn finally came. Your turn finally came. Yes, good evening, my dear. Today, the world watched something extraordinary. I don't know if you watched, but the world watched something extraordinary, not because somebody won, but somebody finally got there. Somebody finally got there. Today was the opening match of FIFA World Cup in Atlanta. Now, I know they did something in New York, but I'm talking about Atlanta. I was so excited. And why was I excited? Because Spain is a soccer giant. We know that. A nation with a long history of success. Spain, Spain, Spain. You can hear Spain anytime you hear the word soccer. Okay, a country expected to compete for championships because they have over the years, over the years, over the years. On the other side, though, there was another place, Cape Verde. I think they call it Cape Verde. But anyway, Cape Verde, a small island nation off of the coast of Africa. Were you excited? Were you excited as I was? I was so excited. A country that had never, let me say it again, had never appeared on soccer's biggest stage. Ooh, baby. And one of the WSB reporters' family is from there. Oh my God, I'm just so excited. And so never, 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 not once, not once. And yet they were there. Oh, did you see them? They blew what? I should have had a flag. I should have gotten me a flag. Somebody go get me a Cape Verde flag. And anyways, yet they were there, standing shoulder to shoulder with one of the world's most recognized teams. Baby, they played them some Spain. Spain played, yes, they did. But Cape Verde said, hey, we here, we made it, baby, we gonna play, and play they did. And guess why the match ended? In a tie. Ooh, when I heard tie, I was so excited because that's a big deal. A tie is a big deal. A tie is a win. So guess what? Out in the fun festival park they have, Centennial Park, that's now the soccer park, FIFA park, the Cape Verde and the Spain people, they were all dancing together. I loved every bit of it. But you know why I liked it? Because sometimes, just showing up can change things. Baby, you think about how many years they waited to do that. They never, ever, ever, ever been on the big stage. But they came out today. They showed up. As far as I'm concerned, they showed out. Which got me to thinking, you know where I'm going. You know where I'm going. What happened was a few days ago, you know, the New York Knicks reached heights their fans have been waiting for 53 years. 53 years. Think about that. Some Knicks fans were young when the waiting started. I think about how many tickets and purchases and how much money was invested by Spike Lee to sit on the front for 40 of those 53 years. Anyway, some became parents while they were waiting. Some became grandparents while they were waiting. Some never lived long enough to see the moment. Unfortunately, anybody who died before that, they waited and waited, they missed it. But the faithful kept believing. Do you get it? Cape Verde, the Knicks, it's the same thing. And guess what? When I thought about those two things, I thought about one more thing. What's that one more thing? Come on with me. Come on with me. The election tomorrow. We vote tomorrow. Golly, it's the same. It's the same trend to me. The same thought pattern. Anyway, I thought so. You may not think so, but I thought so. So across the nation, people will walk in the voting booths. Some excited, some frustrated, some hopeful, some convinced their vote doesn't matter. But voting and waiting have something in common. Voting and waiting have something in common. You cannot receive the results if you never show up. You got to show up. You got to show up to vote. You got to show up on the practice field. You got to show up at practice. You got to show up to win. You got to show up to be in the game. You got to be in the room where it happens. Let me get Hamilton up in here. Oh, baby. Do you see the thread line I got for you? Do you see how this thing is being threaded? I love it. I love what I do. You know, I love all of you. You stayed this long. Please subscribe. Please tell your friends. Please pass this forward. Share it. I need watch hours. But in the meantime, I also am in love with what I do. I love this fact that we have 3 entities here. We have 53 years with the KNICKS. We have never, ever, 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 ever with Cape Verde. And then we got voting, which is its own platform, its own entity. Oh my God, what all is going on with the voting? But anyway, here's the lesson that Cape Verde taught me today. For years, they were not in the room. That sounds familiar? For years, Cape Verde wasn't even in the room. For years, they watched other nations compete. That sound familiar? Does that sound familiar? And for years, they were spectators. Does that sound familiar? Let's say 400 years of spectating. Baby, it's just this thing just works like this. But today, they became participants. They got on a plane. I understand their families, Cape Verde people, a lot of them are in Boston. But we got one in WSB, okay? And so anyway, they became participants, and participation changes everything. Let me say it again for the people in the back. Participation changes everything, which is why I hope and pray that you get out and vote. That you get out and vote tomorrow, Tuesday, and you get out and vote again in November. Participation changes things. Participation changes things. Oh my God. 53 years. They won. Keep hope alive. They won. Cape Verde, never, 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 never. They came and tied. A tie is a win. They participated. Whew. How many of us are sitting on the sidelines of our own lives? How many of us, you, me, sitting on the sidelines of our own lives? Baby, today I was so frustrated. You know why this is late? This might come up tomorrow sometime. It's already almost midnight on Monday. I was so frustrated. I was just frustrated. Well, I wasn't frustrated with what I saw. But then I thought about all this going on. I said, Georgianne, this is enough for you to just get on up. I was looking for something, I couldn't find it. I took something over to the school to share with people, and I was talking to people, and in my moving around, I don't know what happened to it. And it was something valuable. And so I've torn up everywhere looking for it. And then I had to pray and said, Lord, just send it back. And he said, wait a minute now. When you took it over there, how did you get it? I was like, how did I get that? And then I remembered how I got it. And then I went back and got me another. That's what I did. I have the opportunity. I don't have it in my hand yet. But I was like, wait a minute. You can get that again. And you're the only one that can get that again. So, you just sometimes you have to sit down and talk to yourself. You have to get unfrustrated and say, wait, get yourself together, Georgianne. And that's why I'm so excited now to get back to where we are. So anyway, how many of you are sitting on the sideline of your own lives, waiting to write a book? I see so many books just walking. Books are just walking around Atlanta. And I just refuse to not document. I went in there and found some stuff I wrote a couple years ago. I'm going to put it between 2 pages and put it up on Amazon. I sure am. And you know why? Two covers. The reason why is because our stuff is being erased. It's being erased. Everything is being erased. And if you put enough of it out there, maybe somebody will find it, like they found Zora Neale Hurston's stuff was burned, but they found a few pages and found out who she was, found her unmarked grave, and resurrected her. My Spelmanite, Alice Walker, lived next door to me at Spelman. I'm just telling you. So I'm put it out there. Get it? Put it out there. Write a book. Start a business. I had people start business and work. They work just as hard to put me out of business as I work to stay in business. How dare you have a business? Well, how dare you not have one? You know what they're doing with the agent? Now we got people complaining that the black people charge too much. Listen, shut your freaking mouth. You done made all them other people rich, and now you're gonna complain because it takes more for us to get. We don't have a room of people that we don't know where all they came from and who controlling them. We got three people. We got Suzette, we got Jamaica, and we got Elaine. That's who we got. Give them the money. Get your feet and nails done. You rather make people rich that spit on you and talk about you. Take one of them little translators. Take a translator to some of these places. Go get you a translator and go in the store and listen to how they're talking about you while you in the store. Get a translator and go get your feet done and sit there and listen to how they're talking about you while they're doing your feet. Go and listen to how people are talking about us like a dog. And they all came from us. All life came from Africa. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. Some of y'all waiting to launch a ministry. It's some ministers out there. I like my daughter said, if you think about coming, she calls for you to join church, calls for you to get baptized, come to Jesus. And then she also says, somebody out there, that if you want to come into the ministry, come let me know. There's some of y'all out there that want to be in the ministry. You want to sit on the side, don't talk about the preacher, go and be one. Get on up there and save some souls, because we need it right now. We need it. We need to take a class. I took that class at Harvard, and if I could complain, I complain every day to you all. I complained, baby, but I took it anyway. I got some more classes I want to take. I got a whole course I want to take. But take a class. Shut your mouth, take a class. That'll keep you busy. Launch a ministry, start a business, write a book. Some of y'all's waiting to apologize. Some of y'all need to apologize. Some of y'all, you know my number. I'm sorry. Some of y'all need to apologize. You need to apologize. You need to apologize. Because the person gone and be standing all over. People at the funerals be falling all over the casket because you forgot to say, I apologize. You forgot to say. It's hard to say I apologize. But when I taught at Delta Airlines, I retired from the training department. They finally found a good place to put all that education that had gone for me was in the training department. I taught the students at Delta Airlines, the first thing you do on behalf of Delta Airlines is to apologize. Once you get the apology, you got the rest of it. You see? Anyway, some of y'all are waiting to forgive. That's hard. Oh my God, that's hard. Oh my God, because that blood just be rolling down your back. With them knives just be rolling, just the blood just be, look at the blood, just gushing out. It's hard to forgive. Hard to forgive. But you got to forgive because you want the Father to forgive you, right? You got to forgive. It's hard. Some are waiting to heal. We have a healing process. My work that you know that I talk about. This right here. It's all about healing, planning and healing, memory justice, healing. You got to heal. How you gonna plan a neighborhood and advocate for housing, and you haven't acknowledged the old housing, the old neighborhood? Our mayor does do that, but there are other mayors in other places that don't do that. You got to acknowledge what the past in order to move forward in the future. Is that Sankofa? Okay, some of y'all are waiting to live. Live, 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 live. What else you gonna do? That's all I got. You gotta live. So at 83 years old, I have learned something. There is no perfect time. There's no perfect time. I keep saying I'm gonna do it, baby. Now you're on the way out, Georgia, you're on the way out. What you doing? If you got something to write, you better get it written. Same thing for you, 45, 55, 65, and 75. Write it up. Get it ready. My daughter got all kind of videos out there teaching you how to write. All y'all coming. You coming. I'm going to get it done. I'm going to get it done. I'm going to get it done. You're dying at 61. You're dying at 43. You're dying at 42. Them people on the plane, unfortunately, passed. Wasn't nobody on there 83. Youngins are getting up out of here. I don't know what's going on, but I need you on the other side of the screen. Get it done. You cannot afford to wait. None of us can. Do you see what's going on in this world? Signs and wonders. Get it done, get it done, get it done. Okay, so anyway, and when your time comes, you have to step out, step into it. Baby, I stepped into this tonight. I was in there. I mean, I had talked myself. I said, ooh, Georgianne, put some lipstick on. Come on now. You got to talk about this Cape Verde. You got to talk about voting. You got to talk about the KNICKS. All of that is resilience and hope and faith. All of that together. Anyway, many people watching me tonight have waited a long time. Maybe you waited for retirement. Maybe you waited for love. Baby, you're waiting for love. Love might be right there in front of you and you don't know it. Love can be right there in front of you and you don't know it. Some of you are, I retired at age 52. I haven't worked since I was 52 years old. Not really. I mean, I worked everywhere. Some kind of consultant here, some kind of consultant there. Even Clark Atlanta was adjunct 21 years. I loved every bit of all my life because that made me the Georgian I am today. All those Georgians, different ones, made this Georgian. And we don't even know if this Georgian is going to be the one y'all put in the ground. We just know this one right now. Maybe you waited for love. I'm still waiting for that. Maybe you're waiting for respect. Maybe you're waiting for recognition. You got to be recognized. No, you don't have to be recognized. God has recognized you. You got up today, didn't you? You recognize. Maybe you're waiting for somebody to simply see your worth. I do get like that sometimes. I'm like, But then I say, you got it because you talk to me. You talk to me. Therefore, if you talking to me, talking to you. Talk. Anyway, I understand, but remember this. The appearance is the miracle. Cape Verde showed up. Baby, they showed up. They look good. Before Cape Verde tied Spain, they had to arrive. They had to arrive. They worked to get here. They worked to get to that spot. They were so happy. Before the KNICKS could dream again, they had to return. Before change can happen, citizens must participate, meaning you have to vote tomorrow, Tuesday. You got to vote. Is that June 15th? You got to vote. You got to vote. Please vote. Before change can happen, citizens must vote, must participate. This is the last time we're going to be able to do all this. You got to make a difference. We have to make a difference. We do. Before blessings can be received, but you got to have faith. Faith, I can't see it. I can't feel it. I can't smell it. I don't know where it is, but I know it's coming. Something's coming. I don't know what it is, but it is going to be great. Great. Y'all know that song. I'd be careful. We spend so much time of life focused on outcomes, working on the outcome. God focuses on obedience. We focus on winning. God focuses on showing up. Let me say that again for people in the back. We spend much of life focused on outcomes. God often focuses on obedience. I mean, he wants obedience. That's hard. Okay. We focus on winning. God says, show up. I've been showing up, baby. I've been showing up 83 years. I've been showing up. I'm so grateful. Y'all know about this last cancer. I know you said, Jordan, don't talk about that cancer anymore. I can't help it. Every time I talk about cancer, somebody on the other side of this screen that knows what I'm talking about, or they're just hearing about it, or they just heard about it. I keep talking about the cancer because I want you to know, baby, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. But you got to push through that thing. Anyway, let us not become weary and well-doing. I keep telling y'all that. That's Galatians. I'm still in my Galatians. Let us not be weary in well-doing, for at the proper time, we will reap a harvest if we do not give up, as Cape Verde people. If you do not give up, if you keep showing up, the harvest is going to come. I keep showing up for my 4,000 watch hours. The harvest is going to come at the proper time. Note, at the proper time. God's time. So maybe Cape Verde's proper time was today. It definitely was today. Maybe the next proper time was this season. It has to be God's time because it happened. Cape Verde, they call it Capo. I can't get that right. I should know better too. I'm powerful on Sailor. Anyway, the next proper time was this season, and your proper time is closer than you think. You know it is, because why? You got to keep going. You can't say ask Sarah. You get my book. Where's my book? 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 Y'all need to get this book right here. I meant to give this book to a friend I just met. Bobby, you need this book right here. Bobby, you need this book. Bobby, you need this book right here. I meant to give it to you. In this book right here, talks about the opposite direction. Because Sarah is going this way, everybody else is going this way, and I'm following Sarah. I love what I write. I like my own stuff. Anyway, where am I? I have to write stuff down because I keep talking. And look, I'm still talking over what I'm talking about. So tomorrow, whatever your choice may be, participate. Show up and vote. Use your voice. Engage. Because history is rarely made by spectators. History is made by people willing to enter the arena. You got to get in there. You say, it's some lions in there, Jordan. I ain't going in there. Well, hell, I'm going in. Come on. Let's go. Hey, lion be telling, girl, where you been? I'm telling you, that's how you got to be. You got to say, hey, look here. God sent me. You know the folk went into the furnace. They thought they saw 3 people, but it was 4. Come on now. No, I can't have church. And tonight I want to leave you with this thought. If a nation that had never been there before can stand toe-to-toe with a giant, if fans can wait 53 years and still believe, if ordinary citizens can still walk into the voting booths believing their voices matter, then perhaps the dream you have been carrying is not dead. Your dream is not dead. Perhaps it's simply been waiting for its turn. These people had a turn. Cape Verde had a turn. The KNICKS had a turn. And voting tomorrow is a turn. Because we can still do it. And maybe, just maybe, your turn finally came. I'm waiting for my turn. It's coming. It's coming. But I make every day my turn. Then I say another turn is coming. So remember, never let a long wait convince you that a promise has expired. Never let a long wait convince you that a promise has expired. You know how I feel about it. Now, you know the Lord, he got his time and our time and your time, but he got his time. And that ain't always your time. You know that. I know that. I'm 83. I know that. He's 83 and still needs some teeth. I know that. But baby, let me tell you something. I believe. Now, you know what? Y'all don't like this guy, and there's a lot of reasons not to like him. So I just got to say, I say all the time, there's a lot of reasons. I understand that. But baby, these lyrics are for real. I believe I could fly. Yeah. I believe I could touch the sky. I do. I think about it every night and day. I spread my wings and fly away. I believe I could soar. Y'all, I see me running through that open door. Yes, I believe I can fly, and I believe you can too. The next 53 years, Cape Verde, never, 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 and voting tomorrow. I love you, and you can't do anything about it.